Hi everybody, welcome back or welcome if it's your first time with me. So I thought I would do a class today on breath work, using the postures, but really focusing on the breath and expanding the lungs, expanding the rib cage. So bring your hands here, you can feel your ribs and just feel them as you breathe in and out. So that's what we're going to work on today. Before we do, I want you to find a comfortable seat, please. Tip back in your sit bones so you feel your core engaged. Sit up nice and tall. Lift the shoulders up towards your ears and then drop them down. Do it again. Lift them up, drop them down. And just come to your breath. Gently close your eyes. I have two things that I would like to read to you from this book that I have. It's called Your True Home, and this is the book. It's just filled with little snippets of things that are kind of spiritual and just give you something to think about. So, the first one I'm going to read is called Every Breath You Take. So close your eyes, come to your seat, start to just breathe your normal breath. Spiritual practice is not just sitting and meditating. Practice is looking, thinking, touching, drinking, eating, and talking. Every act, every breath, and every step can be practice and can help us to become more ourselves. So that kind of goes in line with what I always say in my classes, that we take our yoga off of our mat into our daily living. So you take it off your mat, you hopefully incorporate your breath work into your daily living, you take a deep breath, when you're feeling stressed, you may be standing online at the grocery store. I find myself kind of standing in Tadasana a lot of times. When I'm being mindful about it, I catch myself and then I stand up a little taller. So it's all about taking what you learn on your mat off of your mat into your daily living. So the next little snippet I'd like to read is called Our Common Well-Being. And this I just thought was very apropos, kind of what's going on right now with the coronavirus, how we're all in this together, and really the actions of you affect me and my actions affect you in terms of spreading the disease or flattening the curve. So I thought that this was kind of apropos. So we have to wake up to the fact that everything is connected to everything else. Our safety and well-being cannot be individual matters anymore. If others are unsafe, there is no way that we can be safe. Taking care of other people's safety is taking care of our own safety. To take care of their well-being is to take care of our own well-being. It is the mind of discrimination and separation that is at the foundation of all violence and hate. So I just thought that was pretty interesting, considering, what we're going through with coronavirus right now, and we're all trying to do our part, because what matters what we do for you, and what you do matters for me. So I thought that was really, really good. All right, so please just close the eyes if you found yourself opening them. Start to deep breaths. Bring your hand, one hand to your heart, right hand to your heart, left hand to your belly, your upper belly. And start to deep breathe into your hands. So feel the chest rise, feel the belly rise on the inhale. Exhale, feel the chest drop and the belly concave. Again. And exhale. One more. And exhale. Now bring both hands to your ribs, like I showed you earlier. You're going to sort of come around your ribs like this. Roll the shoulders back, draw the elbows back. So it's a shoulder opener as well, but your hands are on your ribs. And when you inhale, I want you to notice the ribs rising. Feels as if they're spreading. We know they're not because the ribs are bone, right? But it's going to feel as if they're spreading and then feel as if they're coming together. So take a big inhale and exhale. Keep the belly pulled in. Inhale. Exhale. Focusing on the lungs now. Keep the hands on the ribs. Draw your attention to your lungs. Feel the lungs expand along with the ribs and the chest. Really internally focus on the lungs. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Again. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Really, really good. So sit up nice and tall, please. And we're going to twist, but we're going to really focus on the ribs and the lungs while we take our twist. So I want you to bring your hands together. I want you to inhale, coming forward. Inhale up. Again, big breath. Exhale, twist to the right. So stay here. Listen to my voice. Inhale again. Big breath in. Feel the heart lifting. Feel the ribs expanding. On your exhale, visualize your rib cage rotating to the right as you twist your body a little bit further. And again, on your inhale, sit up nice and tall. Feel the chest expanding, feel the lungs expanding. The ribs should start to feel a little contracted. And then on your exhale, twist a little more, rotate those ribs around. One more time. Great. We're going to come back through center. So inhale the arms back up. Exhale, bring those arms forward and back down. All right, let's just switch the cross of the legs here. It's good to mix it up. I don't know if you realize this, but we always tend to cross our legs and our hands the same exact way. So it's good to mix it up. And if it feels weird, then you're in the right spot. All right, bring your hands together. We're going to do the other side. We're going to take a big inhale, lift the arms straight up. Feel the ribs widening, the chest lifting. Exhale to the left. Okay, slow and steady here. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the heart, open the lungs. Exhale, rotate the ribs around a little more. So visualize the ribs rotating. Again, inhale. And exhale. One more. Come back through center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back through the front of you. We're going to do that again. Inhale. Keep the arms lifted. Stay here. Feel the ribs lifting. Take an exhale. Again, inhale. Feel the side body lift. Exhale, soften into it. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, hands come down towards the front of your body and back down. Nice. If you would like to recross so that you're back to your normal, I shouldn't say normal, back to your regular crossing position, you can go ahead and do that, or you can stay where you are. Now we'll do some hip circles, but again, focusing really on, this part of the body, right? In a square, the hips and the lungs. So we're going to inhale, expand the ribs, expand the lungs. When we exhale, you're going to come over the right knee and just come forward. That's the end of your exhale right here where I am. So I'm going to come to the side so you can see me. My back is long, right? I'm not rounded. My heart is forward. My back is long. Now we're going to inhale again, stopping at the top, and then exhale. So inhale, exhale halfway, inhale, exhale, other way. I mean the remaining half of the way. So let's go do that, focusing really on the ribs and the lungs. Inhale, open the lungs, expand the lungs, expand the ribs. Exhale, over that right knee, stopping in the middle. Inhale here. Exhale, finish the circle. Back up to center. Let's do one more on this side. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, inhale. And exhale. So we're going slow here. One breath, one movement, big, full, deep, complete inhales and exhales. And when we inhale, we're really sucking in, sipping in as much air as we possibly can into our lungs. So we're going to come around the opposite way now. So inhale. Feel the ribs expand. Bring your hands there. Feel them. Exhale, come over the left knee. Stopping halfway. Inhale again. And then exhale, finishing the circle. Back up to the top. Two more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Really good. Nice and slow breath work. Moving on our breath, a little moving meditation. Last one here. Inhale. Exhale over the left leg, coming just to center here. And then inhale and exhale. Really, really, really good. Okay, so let's straighten the legs out, flex the toes, and just kind of jump the knees up and down a little bit, just to kind of, because they've been bent for a while. All right, so here's what we're going to do now. We're going to bring our hands behind. I'm going to turn to the side. I'm going to bring our hands behind you, bend the knees. We're coming into reverse tabletop, just so you know where we're going. So hands are behind you, fingers facing your seat. Okay, if that bothers you, you can fan your hands out or you can face them the opposite way. But it's more ideal, I think, if you're facing your fingers towards you because you get a better shoulder opening. Bring the feet, 8 inches away from your seat. And we're going to lift up like this, but we're going to, of course, be focusing on the ribs and the lungs and filling our lungs with as much air as we possibly can. So a little bit of a moving meditation here. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. So keep your core nice and tight. Engage the belly button, pull it back towards the spine. Okay, so here we go. When we inhale, lift up. Drop the head back. Fill those lungs as much as you can. And then exhale. Okay, one breath, one movement. That was one. Here we go. That's 2. We're going to do 5 of these. Inhale, press into the mat. Open the heart up. Fill those lungs. And exhale. Drop your seat down. That's 3. If you feel like you have it in you, you can do 2 more with me. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Well done. Straighten the legs. Sit up tall. Just rotate the wrists around. Okay, so sitting in this position, the seated staff pose, this is Dandasana. Okay, and you're sitting up nice and tall here. Sit back a little bit. All right, bring your hands down behind you. Open the heart up, gaze up. Just breathe normal. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is focus on the lungs and the ribs like we've been doing. So when you inhale, you're gonna lift the heart up. Fill those lungs up as much as you can. Feel the ribs opening up. Feel the heart opening up. And then exhale. Release. I'll turn to the side so you can see the subtle movement that happens with it. So keep the legs straight. This is also a stretch, depending on how tight you are. You might feel this, in the back of your legs. So that's nice. Okay, here we go. You'll notice I'm on my fingertips. So we're going to inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale. The entire time my belly is pulled in tight and my feet are flexed. You can see it because of the books. My feet are flexed. Again, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together as well. So inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, really good. So let's stand up and find your mountain pose, find your Tadasana. Okay, we're going to inhale as if we're doing a sun breath. So inhale, arms reach up. Reach the fingertips up. This is exactly what we were doing when we were sitting. Feel the ribs lifting, feel the ribs expanding, feel the lungs expanding. And then when you exhale, we're just going to fold over. So we're folding over. Let me turn to the side here. Forward fold, stay here, and breathe. How about you heel toe your feet out a little bit so that the belly maybe can come between the thighs. Take a big inhale, fill the lungs, gaze forward. And then exhale, fold over again. Melt into it. We'll do that one more time. So fill the lungs, feel the ribs expanding, feel the lungs expanding. Inhale. Exhale, fold over. And then we're coming up. So inhale. Rise up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Okay, bring the hands behind you. Open up the heart. So you're now bound. We call this a bind anytime we have our hands interlaced for the most part. So we're going to work on, again, the ribs and the heart, but our hands are bound. Inhale, lift the heart up towards the ceiling. Feel the rib cage expand. Pull your belly in, drop the head back, and then release on your exhale. Okay, I'll turn to the side so you can see me. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more. And exhale. Good. Okay. Come to the top of the mat, please. We're going to step back and find a warrior one posture. So nice big step back with that right foot. Hips and shoulders are squared to the front of the room, and there's a nice deep bend in that front leg. All right, hands come forward. When we inhale, you're gonna lift the arms up. Feel the ribs lift, feel the ribs expanding as they're filling with air. Stay here and breathe. Every exhale, press into that back leg. Every inhale, reach the fingertips up. Feel the ribs widen. And every exhale, stay and soften. One more. Hands to the waist and come to the front. Well done. Let's do the other side. So you're going to step back with the left foot now. Okay, find your pose. So see how I'm open to you right now? This is not the right body stance here. This is not a correct alignment for warrior one. Turn everything to the front. Okay, that's when you really feel it here. That's where the work is, in my opinion, because I find this to be a little awkward. And I'm someone who does a lot of yoga. Okay, we all have those poses that just feel weird to us. Not that this feels weird, but it's not so easy. This is not the easiest for me. My body makeup, I guess. Inhale. Keep the hands together. Keep lifting the fingertips up. Keep expanding and opening the ribs and the lungs. Stay here and breathe. Keep pressing into that back foot as well. And then hands come back to your waist and then come to the front of the mat. Okay, so what I think we're going to do now is I think we're just going to come and lie down on our backs. So lie down on your back. You guys can see me, right? And open your arms to the side. Keep your knees bent. Open your arms out to the side. And feel, keep the palms facing the ceiling. Feel how the collarbone feels wide, how the chest feels expanded, and reach fingertip to fingertip, opposite wall to opposite wall. So reach that left hand towards the left wall, right fingers towards the right wall. Feel your shoulder blades down on the mat. And feel your chest open and expansive. Now we're going to stay here and we're going to breathe into our ribs, into our bellies, and into our lungs. So big breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Feel without using your hands, but just focusing on the body dynamics. Feel the ribs lifting and spreading, opening when you inhale. Feel everything coming back together when you exhale. One more, please. Exhale. Now hug the knees into the chest. Give them a nice big squeeze. And then drop the knees back down. Arms come out to the side. Bring the knees over to the right. Now we're doing a little bit of a twist here. We're in a supine twist. It doesn't mean that you still can't expand the ribs and the lungs. We're continuing with our breath work here, but we're in a twisted pose. We did that earlier when we were sitting. So inhale as much as you can and notice if it feels maybe a little more constricted now that you're in this twist. Send the breath to any areas that maybe feel tight. Send the breath to any areas that may need a little extra TLC. Breath is powerful. In yoga, it is called the pranayama, breath work. And it's everything. One more big inhale into the lungs. Breathe so deep. Sip in so much air that you cannot take in any more air. And then exhale it very slow. Come back to center. Hug the knees in. And then we're going to drop the knees to the opposite side. So now to the left. Notice wherever you're feeling it. I feel it a lot in my side here. This is a twist after all. Keep those fingertips reaching for the left and the right. Now start to draw your breath in a more full and complete way. Trying to take notice of how your body is responding to the slow, mindful, deep breaths that you're taking. Feel the ribs kind of facing the ceiling as your knees are in the opposite direction. Feel that right shoulder glued down to the mat. If it comes up, put a blanket under there. Every breath we're taking is mindful, it's with purpose, it's with clarity. And then come back to center. Please hug the knees in. And then drop your knees down onto the mat. And come into a Supta Baddha Konasana. So you're going to bring the bottoms of the feet to touch. Knees are out to the right and the left. If this feels a lot in your groin, like something's pulling, place blocks underneath your thighs or your knees. So here's a nice exercise to do where we can really focus on our breath here as well. So this is really big stretch in the hips and in the groin. If it gets to be too much, you can put blocks underneath. Bring the right hand to the heart space. In yoga, that's the center of the chest. We call it the heart space, even though I know the heart is over to the left. So the center of the chest, the heart space, and the left hand to your lower core. So that's the space between your belly button and your pubic bone, your lower abs. We're going to breathe into both of those hands. And this is the same purpose and the same result as breathing into the ribs and into the lungs. It's just we're using different sort of visualizations here. So take a big inhale, feel the chest rise, feel the belly rise. Exhale it fully and completely. Again, inhale. And exhale. Again. Exhale. Now breathe normal, back to your regular breath. Bring your arms overhead. Reach for the back of the room. So notice how it feels like your ribs are lifting when you do this. Try to release or soften them back down as you reach your fingers towards the back of the room. So stay here. Breathe into your ribs. Open them up, expand them, fill them, whatever words resonate for you. And then empty it all out on your exhale. One more. Exhale. Now bring the knees together, straighten the legs, keep the arms where they are, point the toes now. I'm going to move up a little on my mat. Point both toes, but lift the right leg up. Reach the toes towards the back of your room. Drop it down. Feel the length that you've created just in that right side body. So now left foot lifts about an inch or so. Reach it forward or towards the back of your room and drop it down. Feel how much length you've created. Same with the hands. Reach the right fingers back, and then the left. Stay here, almost like you're on a stretching rack. And breathe deeply into the lungs and the ribs, into the heart and the core for 5 more breaths. Eyes are open or closed. Don't lose that connection with the body. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then soften the feet. Bring the hands down by your side. Bend the knees. Windshield wiper the knees very slowly from side to side. And then hug the knees in. And bring the hands behind your knees. Roll yourself up to sit and come back to the front of your mat, or facing me, I should say, in a cross-legged position. Close the eyes. Take a body scan from head to toe. Notice and observe how you're feeling. I hope you feel a little longer, a little leaner, a little lighter. I hope you feel a little calmer and just a little bit happier. A couple more big breaths in and out through the nose. And then bring the hands together at heart center. Reach the heart, reach the chest towards the thumbs towards the heart. And then bow your chin towards your hands, towards your heart. Thank yourself for coming to your mat. Thank yourself for all that you do every day for yourself, for your family, for your friends. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Please stay healthy and well. Namaste. Thank you.